All right, today is August 9th, and I am going to make my last little trip in right now on a deer that I've pinpointed and I have access to hunt. I've been watching him quite a bit, and right now I'm just going to go in and try to figure out where he's at, because right now I feel like I can go answer a lot of questions that I might have. I do know he's going to shift. I'm going to put this camera where I think he's going to shift, just due to historical data that I've been able to witness over the last 4 or 5 years. So that's the plan, but I think I got a pretty good idea where he's bedding right now, and I want to confirm that, because this historical data that I'm trying to compile, this would be a pretty good piece of the puzzle with the crop rotation that I have around right now. This will answer a lot of questions, so I'm going to do it right now. It's midday, it's hot. Gonna go put this camera in, and I'm setting this up for early season, like the first 5 days of October. So if this works out like I think it's going to, it could be pretty beneficial. So let's do it. Crabapple. It's a big track right there. There. So this is pretty crazy. I just moved a little ways from where I found that big track. I got a couple topography features right here that are necking the deer down. I just walked up on this right here. This is all natural. I didn't do this, but they are hitting the crap out of this. That wasn't there last year. This would be my A location for the camera, because I'm not in the thick stuff. This is perfect actually, because I can hunt them out here, and I feel like I'm really close to their bedding right now, and where that shift's gonna happen is gonna be real close. So I can get into this spot. There's a tree right here that I can set up in. I can get in here, and this will be perfect. But I'm gonna keep moving. I gotta answer some more questions. I gotta go down a little farther and see if I can see where this deer is living. And that's just, like I said, for historical data for me, just to know when I have this crop rotation, what's gonna happen. I like to see the whole picture. We'll see, but this is awesome. Really cool. All right, so after a little further investigation, the terrain feature I have right here, I have a pond, okay? Well, this scrape right here, and then the trail stays on the low side. So this is kind of where I just asked myself why. Well, in the evenings, getting that thermal pull over this hill down to the pond, and they're staying with the wind right now. It's a northeast wind, so it's coming out of this direction. Where they're coming from, where they're bedding, is over here. They got the wind in their face the whole way. It makes total sense. Not rocket science, but just stuff that I like to learn and try to pick up on. It's crazy. That's a big scrape. We're gonna keep moving. So I've got corn on both sides of me. This is a ditch that runs through the corn. And on the map, I could see some trees up here, some tall grass, and I'm gonna go check it. This is where I think he's bedding right now. A ways away from where I just found the sign, but this is the questions I'm trying to answer, is where he's at right now, because like I said, the crop rotation this year is something that I haven't had. So trying to figure this out. Found a whole bunch of beds back there at the head of this ditch, but those are all does. I could tell they were all does just because there was like 8 beds all next to each other. I think this is where the bucks are at. Let me explain why. Corn here, corn behind me, beans on the other side of me. I think this is a really secluded spot for them just to bebop over there, come back this way. Nobody's bothering them back here. That's what I'm thinking. I got the wind right in my face, so my whole thing is, even though it's August, I don't want to bump deer, but if they bump out of sight or hear me, I'm okay with that. I put more merit into if I bump them with scent, so I don't want to do that. That's why I'm keeping the wind at my face. Nothing rocket science, but just what I like to do, that's all. There's a bed. It's right here. Holy crap. Right there. Big bed too, right underneath this tree. So you can see behind me. Big bed. This bed, I honestly think he's facing this way, because if he's getting any pressure, it's going to come behind the camera. So this is a north wind bed. Like when you see it, for me, when I see it, it's just like mind-blowing. I don't know why, I just love this stuff. So to confirm it is really cool. He's right here. All right, so he's 100 yards from those doe beds. But this is the lone solitary bed in this little group of trees. His bed is under that tree right there. He's got corn on the back side as beans. I think he's getting up with the wind in his face and he's heading out in the evening to that bean field. It just makes so much sense. It's the only bed here. It's a big bed too. I gotta imagine it's this buck. I'm playing it as it is him, or it is a more mature buck, like an older deer, a deer that I want to hunt, because to me, he's playing it right. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna go back to that scrape and put a camera up. I got one more render, put that up and see if I can put any pieces together, if he's coming by that for any reason. But I think that's where he's gonna shift. I really do. Pretty neat, man. It's really cool. Like I said, it's fascinating how things, when you hear people talk about it and then you do all this scouting, it's just, when it comes together and it's like actually laying out for yourself, for me anyway, that's how I learn the best. And historical data, man. Now I know when this crop rotation happens, there's more than likely going to be a bed there and a buck bedding in it for a north wind. Pretty neat. All right, I'm back to the scrape and we're gonna get this worked up. Basically what I'm gonna do is I got a little hand rake. I'm gonna rough it up even more. And then I'm not gonna do anything to the branch other than I'm gonna put forehead gland on it, because I'm already using it, but I wanna rough it up some more. I'm gonna put this camera right here on this branch, right here. It's kind of dead, but it's gonna be my best option. It's gonna be a view like that. We'll see, let's get to work. This is the cool part right here. So I know I gotta clean some limbs out here or some grass, but with these Exodus, if you go just like this, pop it up on setup, you see the display, which I love. You see the scrape right there, the tree. Back away from it, hit enter. It says processing thumbnail. I'll go to my phone right here, the Scout Tech app, and I'll refresh it. Boom, it comes up right there. Hit that. I can see what it's looking at. I love that. It's a really cool feature. So I know exactly where I want it to be pointing. So that's good. I can see all the branches and everything, or grass that I need to cut away, which I don't think looks like a lot, to be honest with you. I thought it was gonna be more. But yeah, that's awesome. I mean, it's a really cool deal and it's really easy to use. So I did update the firmware on this before I came out here, so we're good to go there. Now I'm gonna freshen up that scrape, we're gonna be good to go. Grab my little rake, put my forehead gland in there. I know it's existing already, but I like to rough it up, get a little more open, and then spray some on the limb, and then we're gonna sneak out of here. Finished product right there. Forehead gland. I don't put anything in the dirt, just put it all on the limb. Let's slip out of here. That's a wrap.